I'm Luke Milance. I started off as a vegetarian early 2018. About July, August is when I turned vegan. Um, my diet consisted of nuts, seeds, dried fruit, leafy green vegetables, uh, bananas, all this sort of shit. Um, and then I got really ill. Uh, not physically at first, but mentally. Um, I started to lose my appetite. It's one thing I noticed at first. And then I started to lose a tremendous amount of weight. I went from, I think 65 kilo was my average weight. Went down to 60. Then as soon as I went vegan, within a few weeks, I was right down to 54. So pretty much emaciated to the bone. It was not too long after that I started to get physically ill. I contracted viruses, and with that co-infections like tonsillitis, and yeah, fevers, and I just got really, really ill.
All right. Any other symptoms that you remember, or what exactly caused it?
I think what really caused it was the fact that there was no real consensus on nutrition. You know, you've got the vegans, you've got the omnivores, you've got the paleos, the vegetarians, and the food pyramid. And to me, there wasn't exactly a scientific, clear consensus on what is the correct diet to eat. So my approach was instead to cut out everything that someone had said to be unhealthy.
Yeah, that's typical.
Um, for example, meat was associated with colorectal cancer. As soon as I heard about that, I was like, fuck that. But my mistake, I didn't actually do my research. It's actually processed meat that's associated with colorectal cancer. So then, as it got worse and my mental illness progressed into anxiety, depression, hallucinations, psychosomatic hallucinations. I would feel things that weren't there around my body. And then I started to get into this belief that I had some sort of parasite. Not just any parasite, but a parasite known as the liver fluke, which is a parasite that can live in your liver and in your intestinal tract. And I deluded myself into thinking that I had contracted this liver fluke parasite from raw watercress. And so, of course, this was all delusional. And on this vegan diet, you don't feed your brain with any energy it needs. And so this is the result. You get hallucinations, you get anxiety, depression, and all sorts. Then what happened to me after that was I began to do cleansing protocols, juicing, that sort of thing. And all that did was make my body even more toxic. Because when you do that sort of thing, you're not eating anything. You're basically starving your body, and you're filling your body up with plant-based toxins. So I got even more ill until I really started to question the philosophy and the ethics with associated with veganism, and that is, well, you should have compassion for animals. You should take care of the environment, etc., etc. And I came to the conclusion that if my health is at risk, then this isn't worth it. And the fact is, I came to the conclusion that life feeds off life fundamentally, and if I can't feed off life, then I just die. And if I can't eat my natural diet, I'll also die. I wasn't about to inject myself with vitamin B12. I wasn't about to inject myself with liposomal vitamin C. I'm not that retarded.
Did you take any supplements at all?
Yes, I did. I took creatine, amino acid-based protein supplements and shit like that. All they did was really put on fat because they just turn into sugars. There's no nutritional value.
Would you say that you were maybe low in B12 and that's why the mental problems?
Absolutely, because I noticed that my hair stopped growing. My actual hair stopped growing, and I have very, very thick hair, and I always have growing up. And when I started eating meat again, I noticed that my hair growth just shot up. Not only that, but my appetite, my sex drive, libido, it just went crazy. And by the way, if anyone on a vegan diet says that they have healthy libido, they're fucking lying. Because I probably had a higher than average testosterone for a male. I mean, I can get in shape very quickly. I can lose fat very quickly. I'm a naturally hairy person. This destroyed my sex drive, and that was the last straw. What is the point of living if you can't fucking procreate? So I fucked off the vegan diet, started eating semi-raw chicken. This is when I was watching your videos. I didn't like the semi-raw chicken at all, so I just started eating bulk chicken, probably about half a chicken a day, eggs, milk, and I've gone from 54 kilograms, a measly 54 kilograms, to 60, 65, I think. So I've put a significant amount of weight, not only fat, but muscle mass as well. I don't know how I've done it in a few weeks, but it just goes to show you how starving my body was from this vegan diet. It was literally eating itself. So.
Did you also have any vegan contacts, friends, anything like that?
Not really. I never got into veganism due to the vegan mentality. I was just looking for optimal health, and I was trying different things to take my health to the next level. I just got a little bit too, my mindset was too restrictive. I started cutting things out, and when you try to cut things out in order to be healthy with nutrition, it's not good because you can't live. If you don't feed yourself, you die. So, and the problem with veganism is you get so you get too picky about the foods that you eat. The foods don't taste good at all. They're not nutritious. It's just dead food, really. That doesn't get absorbed. That yeah.
Where do you think veganism is heading? Where did it come from? What is it about, actually?
I really think veganism has come about due to factory farming and the horrors that we see and the way we treat animals. I think that's where it's come from.
And where is it heading?
Well, I feel sorry for anyone who persists with this delusional diet, because that's what it is. It is delusional. A lot of people who are vegan do happen to have mental issues, in my experience. Just with my interactions with other vegans, they're very agitated, depressed, and very condescending,
Mm.
which I can understand because if you're so malnourished, how are you going to act like a normal human being?
Yeah, and they believe that they're depressed because of the animals, not realizing that it's the diet. Is that pretty messed up, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you regret veganism, or was it simply an experience?
I I do regret fucking around with my diet and nutrition without having done my proper research um, into veganism. And that's a lesson for any vegan watching this video or anyone that's looking to go vegan is don't fuck around with your body and your nutrition without having doing your research because I got violently ill. And with that illness, I put my body under a lot of stress. I lost a lot of weight, and that would have put my organs under a lot of stress as well. And I just hope that I haven't done any damage to my internal organs from this shit. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
My liver, my kidneys, my heart would hurt certain times because I was so malnourished and underweight. I couldn't go running anymore like I used to. I used to lift weights. I used to run. I used to do boxing. And I couldn't do any of it because I didn't have the energy.
Mm. What do you think about parents who put kids on a vegan diet?
That's sick. It's sick. It's got to stop. That's sad.
Mm. And
It's
even
not
babies?
it's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's sad. They're just delusional. It's the problem. Dr. Dre, the dermatologist on YouTube, I think he did a video on her. She's exceptional at what she does, but it doesn't matter what you tell her. She's so delusional that she doesn't see the fact that she is anorexic level underweight and that she is going to die.
Mm. Yeah, if they don't get the nutrients and their brains don't work and they just live deluded, they just don't see it. Mm. Would you
Right.
say that it's growing a lot in Australia also? What do you see there?
Absolutely. I think people have been so denatured. Not only from the fact that life must feed on life and that we must hunt and that we do have aggressiveness, but we're becoming so soft. And I get it, this whole compassion for animals, but when it's your health at stake, you'll do anything to survive, and this is what nature is about.
Mm. Did you
I
believe that
believe.
killing animals is wrong? Or how do you see it now?
Well, in the beginning, I thought that it wasn't necessary, since it wasn't necessary to kill animals, that I saw it necessary that we were able to live without the consumption of animals. At least I thought. But now my health has taken a turn. Well, my health did take a turn for the worst. That wasn't an option.
Mm.
Just simply wasn't an option.
Mm. Any other health issues that you maybe forgot to mention, or any experience during veganism? Anything specific, anything important you would like to share?
A lot of vegans do say that their skin improves. That is true to some degree. I do have a genetic predisposition to acne. I have a skin disease and I have to keep it under tight control. And so when I went on the vegan diet, I did notice an improvement in my skin condition as regards to acne. But I don't know how much of that is it due to a lower testosterone, because obviously higher testosterone and steroid use is associated with more acne. So I'm not really sure on that. I do know that I looked a hell of a lot older. My skin was drier, and my eyes, dark circles, is common among all vegans as well. I had that, and I just looked very sick.
Acne is essentially just an immune response. It's the white blood cells from the bone marrow that get the toxins out from your body through your skin, and that's also why vegans, some of them don't get sunburn anymore, and they see this as a health benefit when actually their immune system simply literally doesn't work anymore. So it may look prettier if you don't have the acne, but they still have all the toxins inside of them. So their immune system not working doesn't make them in any way healthy. So it's just a twisted way to see it.
Right. And some vegans do seem healthy, but how healthy are they going to be in 4 years? How healthy are they going to be in 10 years? I think that's when we really see the effects of veganism. I'm lucky. I only did it for 1 year. So, and I became violently ill. So, and I'm a fairly strong person. I'm fairly fast. I'm fairly, I don't have any physical diseases.
Hmm. What exactly is it that got you into veganism? Was there anything, an underlying cause maybe? How you got into it?
In the beginning, it was just a quest for health, but the malnourishment led to mental illness,
Hmm.
and the mental illness led to physical illness.
And also the muscle loss, right?
Muscle atrophy, for sure.
Hmm.
But that came back fairly quickly once I started eating meat, so I'm glad it didn't have a permanent effect.
Hmm. Okay. Anything else you would like to add, or does it pretty much sum it up?
That pretty much sums it up.
Okay, man. Yeah, thanks for sharing.
No worries, mate.